Hi guys, my name's Vikki and I'm with Texas Last Diet, your last diet. And today I'm going to be cooking again with those beautiful Poblano Poblano Peppers. My friend Amberly did a and then B-L-A-H, peppers, and it was awesome. Thank you, Amberly, for teaching me how to say it. So I am going to be using these today, and these actually look like this with a little stem on top. They are beautiful. I got these at the Willis Market. My friend said that you could get them at H-E-B and Kroger. So look for them because they are delicious. They are not so spicy, but they're definitely a kick up from just the regular green pepper. I really liked them yesterday, and I'm going to stuff them today. But most people, when they make stuffed peppers, at least I know when I grew up, my mom stuffed them with rice and hamburger meat. And you know, God forbid, back in the day when we had hamburger meat, it was probably filled with tons of fat, and we're all trying to watch that and make sure we're not eating that kind of stuff nowadays, right? Right. Okay, so I am not doing that. I had some frozen chicken, just a chicken breast in the refrigerator, and I weighed it, and it was about 8 ounces. So what I really like to do, and I'm going to show you guys some tricks today. Let's turn this down so you can actually see it. I cut my chicken when it's a little bit frozen, so that's kind of why it looks like in squares, but it makes it so much easier to cook it. So if you need to cut it in half instead of wiggling around and all that stuff like a piece of chicken that's all wiggly, you freeze it a little bit and it makes it easier to chop. So I chopped it up into little bitty pieces like this. Now chicken is really good for you. Do you know how? Well, it's got protein in it. And I know most of you know that, but it's great for your bones and your heart. And chicken actually helps you lose weight because it's not filled with tons of fat. So I know a lot of you guys get sick and tired of eating chicken, but when you find different ways to eat it, maybe it's not so bad. And I'm going to teach you how today, a different way to eat it. I'm sure you've never made these before. You know why? Because I've never made them before. So here we go. Ready? All right. So I got my chicken cut up in little pieces, and I'm going to season it first. I am going to season it with this taco seasoning. Now, I made sure there was no sugar in there. They put all kinds of sugars. Hey, Joanne, thanks for watching, girl, all the way from Colorado. Is it snowing or is it sunny up there today? Who knows in Colorado, right? So I'm going to put that on my chicken and I'm going to season it because I want my chicken to have some flavor when I put it into my mix, okay? So I'm just going to mix it up a little bit like that. Maybe, you know, is there such a thing as too much taco seasoning? I don't think so. So now one of my other favorite spices is I like cumin, which is really... Oh, I love this. Anytime I smell this, this definitely reminds me of Mexican food, and I love putting it on my fish, my chicken, my meat. And you know what? My kids even like it, and they don't even know that I'm putting it on there. And I put it in my chili. I put it on everything, man, at my house. I buy those big ones, you know, from Costco's and Sam's. I love them. All right, and then I'm going to put a little turmeric on there too, just because I have it and it's a beautiful color and I love it. And I know it's super good for inflammation. So if you guys are feeling inflamed and all that stuff, make sure you get this in. Now, doesn't that meat look fantastic? Here, let me show you. Can you see that? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can see that, okay? So now that meat doesn't just look like chicken. That looks like something you want to eat, right? All right. So now I'm going to stir that all up, get it all mixed up there. And earlier, I had some chayote. Now, a lot of folks don't know what chayote looks like, which is totally understandable. You know why? Because I didn't know what it looked like either. And I would walk by them in the supermarket. And they come in these really cool bags most of the time. They're in H-E-B and Kroger, and my favorite Willis Market has them all the time. These are super heart healthy for you. I know you guys have heard me talk about these all the time. It's a squash. I mean, crazy, isn't it? It looks like a pear. It's filled with fiber and vitamin C and just helps your immune system like no end. So what I did is I took my chayote, I cut it up in little bitty pieces here, and I didn't even put any water in there. And Lily... Sorry, I used the microwave, but I was kind of in a hurry. And I just steamed it so they're soft, so you can, you know, stick them in there so they can be like part of my stuffing, okay? Now I'm just throwing stuff around like crazy. All right, so I got my little filler is what I call it, but it's going to fill up my stomach and make me happy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix these two together. Remember, I am making this up as we go. Literally, I swear I've never made this before. But so far, what I cook, the girls like. So they could be lying to me. I don't know. They eat it all. That's all I care about, right? Nothing to waste around here. All right, so I'm gonna stir that up. And the reason I added that in there to my chayote without all my other stuff is because I really wanted the chicken to get that flavoring on my chayote. Doesn't that look good? Okay, so now, how much does Lily love mushrooms? I mean, every dish she wants me to make something with mushrooms in it. Well, mushrooms are filled with zinc, and to build your immune system, everybody's talking about get your zinc. I just ordered a whole bunch in here, so if you don't want to eat your mushrooms, get some zinc in here, okay? So I'm adding mushrooms into my stuffing. Now remember, when you guys do this, you can make this stuffing and stuff your chicken with it, or your turkey with it for Thanksgiving too. I mean, whoever hasn't heard of a, what's it called? Chick duckin'? Or no, chick turkey, or duck chicken. Something like that, where you stuff the chicken and the goose and the goose and the turkey. You can do something like that. So anyway, back to my story of my healthy stuffing. I'm adding spinach because spinach is a superfood, and I got to add that. Now, I think I've done everything here that I wanted to stuff in here. Oh, hey, listen, can somebody help me grab an egg? Forgot an egg. We got to stick this together somehow, right? Now I'm going to put some oil in my pan because I'm going to put this into my tiny oven and bake it. And then I'm going to put it on 450 for probably about a half an hour to an hour in my oven. Your oven, I'm sure, is 100%. Check it out. You guys got to see this. That's who brought my egg to me. Super Peppers! So that's Felipe. If you guys haven't met him, you know what the heck. Now you have, all right? We try to get kids involved if they want to, because cooking in the kitchen has to start early. Right, Felipe? Yes! Always adding it up, make it fun. All right, so how's my stuffing looking, guys? Now remember, guys, this is up to you. You can go ahead and do anything in your stuffing. If you like celery in your stuffing, stuff it with that. If you want some jalapenos in there, stuff it with that. It doesn't really matter. Make stuff up. Make it yummy. But when I get done stuffing them, guess what I'm going to put on top? Okay, so for mine, I am going to put this. This is our Moxifit cheese, and this has 15 grams of protein in it, and it's only 110 calories. How cool is that? If you guys need some of this, you don't have to be part of Texas Last Diet protocol or program. You can just go ahead and come on in and buy this, okay? So, if you want to have sweet tomato sauce, which is a protein again, not filled with sugars and stuff like that, even though it says sweet, come on in here. You can put this over the top of your peppers. Or you could be Texan and you could do the chili. I think that's what Lily's gonna do. I'm gonna be doing the chili. So I'm gonna stuff these. I'm gonna show you how easy it is, and I'm probably gonna get my hands all icky. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay all three of them in here. And I'm not going to bore you guys with the details of cooking and stuff like that, but I am going to fill them up to the top. So I'll start with one, show you how to do that, but then below, I go ahead and post the after pictures. So you'll be able to see it after in the pan and all that good stuff. So you can go ahead and see what they look like and then make them on your own. Now, because these kind of overflow onto the pan and you don't want to have them all flat, I'm going to make it like that. Doesn't that look delicious? And I'm going to put the little lid on it just like that and cook it up. I'm going to lay it down and I'm going to pour over my sauce. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to add a little bit more in here just to make it look beautiful. Can you guys see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it, all right? I'm going to do while you're here, I might as well just do all three, right? So make sure you don't stuff it too full and crack the side of your pepper. That wouldn't be good because then it would all burst all out. But here you go, guys. You're getting all kinds of fiber. You're getting all kinds of vitamin C. You are getting all kinds of yummy stuff just to build your immune system. And I'll tell you what, you guys start eating like this, in just a day or two, you're gonna feel better. I mean, you got some protein from the egg, the protein from the chicken, you got all kinds of superfoods going in here. One thing I forgot is garlic, but you know why? I thought I had some and I didn't. So I screwed up on that deal, but I think with all these spices that I put in here, it's gonna be delicious. All right, guys, I have a little left over, so I think this one needs some more. I'll put that top on there. Give me a thumbs up. Doesn't that look good? Now, these are all things I know works really well together, so I bet you $5 this is gonna taste delicious. I will post everything below. You guys want to follow it, make sure that you get in on the comments. I'm going to have cheese over one. I don't know what the girls are going to want, but we're going to put their sauce over the other ones and see what we get, all right? My name's Vikki with Texas Last Diet, your last diet. And remember, you can swing in here anytime and say hi, pick up the cheese sauce or the sweet sauce or the chili. Anytime. We're right on 45. It's easy on access, easy off access, all that great stuff. And you can watch my YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And remember, if you guys have some recipes you want me to make, shoot them to me. I'm dying for recipes, and I love making about them and talking about you too. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, Thursday. Have a great day, guys, and get yourself some peppers.